Yo, what's up everybody? Holding Lance with you here, bringing you my live reaction / review on Eden Zero, chapter 56, titled Reset. Now, where I'm reading this at, this is a site that I have never used before, but this is the only site that I found all day that actually had the chapter with the subtitles. So I'm not sure how legit these subtitles are, because usually I go to Janimini's box, but they don't even have it on my other website either, so I'm using this website that I found it. The link will be in the description if y'all want to put it up to follow along with me, or just watch me read it. But let's get into it. The chapter begins with first page. It says Eden Zero, chapter and stuff, reset. And we get to see a young Homura learning how to create her sword from ether, and she's wielding it, and Valkyrie's right behind her, so that's kind of cute. Color page, okay, here we go, page 3. Rebecca, Shiki Homura, are you okay? Pino unhappy as well. Master is down for the count, isn't he? And who is he? This man's bird, I guess, told us where to find you. Beep beep. We'll explain later. We need to get out of here. How can you say that? I just made the most super heroic entry in my life. You don't stand a chance against that monster. Monsters is just a bunch of tiny little bugs. And when she looks at it and he says bugs, she kind of flips out. So I guess Shiki's not the only one weak to bugs. What is that thing? I only saw bugs before. The Lord of the Mines, the Black Rock. No hunter has ever managed to vanquish it. But we must. Unless I can remove this collar, I cannot move freely in this place. If I defeat that creature, I should obtain enough metals to remove the collar. And all that metal goes straight to Madame Corina. That makes no difference to me. You wouldn't say that if you knew the truth. And she was like, what? I guess in this translation, instead of saying the Scarlet Woman, they use Corina. So again, this is not the same translation I always use, so forgive me. The creature is now attacking them finally. I guess he finally found them. My mind is made up. I will proceed. That is what my mentor has taught me. And he's shocked to hear these words and seeing how determined she is. Page 7. She draws her sword. Homura, your sword. Yes, when I attacked it earlier. You cannot make a new one? It will take some time. Oh, so she could repair her broken sword of ether gear, but it takes time. So that's nice to know. This thing is going wild. It was like, this kind of reminds me of Monster Hunter. Anyone who played Monster Hunter or read the manga Monster Hunter Origin, which aka was done by Hiro Mashima as well. That was a short Monster Hunter story, and there's a whole bunch of them, and he did one of them, and Origin was his, and this monster kind of reminds me of one of the monsters from there. Kind of reminds me of Nagawa Kagura. It's just the head is a little bit different, but the way it's fighting is almost similar. It's just not doing that invisible stuff. Analyze complete. The scales on its body are black crystals and orgs of extremely hardness. Oh wow, Pino is able to even scan living things like that. That's kind of cool. Has it no weakness? Beep, beep, beep. I spot a back appears not to be as hard as the rest. A large amount of concentration. Fire might, possibly. But how do we get high enough to hit its back? If only Master was awake. Jump upon my sword, Rebecca. The blade may be broken, but the power of its ether can still send you into the air. Okay, but don't let me hit the ground. I shall catch you, like I would a princess. No, I never get there. She says that, Rebecca, but then something happens that like her feet is touching other one's feet. And let's see who it is. Next page. Oh, Shiki took part in this. Okay, this kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy. Advent Children, when everybody was on the tower and everybody kept on grabbing Cloud and throwing him up, and someone else went up top and grabbed him, and they just kept on throwing him up, up, and up. But that's kind of reminded me of this. Homura threw her up first, and Shiki woke up magically, and he jumped up there with his gravity powers, and now he's kicking her. He's combining his feet on top of hers to kick her upwards. So that's pretty cool. I like this triple team play. I hope we get more of this. Oh wow, that might be thumbnail. Shiki just caught on to Rebecca having a skirt, and he's looking up and he sees what she has. And I guess apparently she's not wearing nothing. That's what it looks like. I could be wrong. But that's hilarious, his facial expression. I might put that as thumbnail. There it is. Happy. AA. Ether bullet full burst. Shiki grabbed onto its head, I think. Machina attack. Gravity center. These subtitles are so weird. Oh yeah, it was. He grabbed it by its head and slammed it into the ground. Then they both scream out Homura. And Warrior Maiden single sword attack. Snake bite. Oh wow, she attacks that back part where Shiki put him down. Is that it? Okay, Rebecca got caught by Shiki this time. And if you look at Shiki's hands, well, yeah, just look at those hands. Is it down for the count? Oh wow, this panel's kind of cool. Looks like a bird. Oh wow, we did it. All the orbs in his body is vanishing. It's being sent to Madame Karina. Oh, we see Homura's collar. It went from 100,000 straight down to 0. So she's free now. Let's see about Shiki. Shiki's just beeped and it says reset. It went down to 0. As did yours, Shiki. It went back to 1,000. What is the meaning of this? That's dirty, Kushina lady. She was never going to let you go free. Prisoners in the laborer district spend their whole lives here, living mining Kushina's pockets. Wow, that's dirty. So even if you accomplish the mission, she'll still lock you up and it resets. That's very dirty. That's like giving someone prison time for something, and when they finally serve their time and they went through their hassle and the regretment and they did all that, then it's like, oh, I'm going to give you another 20 or 30 years. Like, what? Like, I mean, depending on the crime, it might be justified, but this is just dirty. Especially when it's happening to innocent people. Oh, wow. The guy used snatched and he removed their colors. Oh, that's right, I forgot. His ether gear allows him to take anything from anybody, as long as it's in a 4-inch range. But I thought we might meet you, so I stayed and waited. I forgot the guy's name. I think his name is Wally? You'll find the truth about Valkyrie on that cube. Oh, he gave her the cube. Here goes the Lady Scarlet, or Karina in this translation. I'm gonna just keep calling her Scarlet Lady. What is that? He appeared to be my apprentice. He was cute, so I thought I'd make him a pet as for a while. That's disgusting. I wouldn't mind being your pet. That's Baku saying I wouldn't mind being your pet. But never mind that. I'm furious right now. I heard that Valkyrie's followers are plotting another uprising. I found another source of evidence. So let us use the current Karina to burn the labor district to ash. Oh wow. She has like this satellite with an eyeball. Kind of remind me of Ezra's mom. If anyone caught up with Fairy Tail, if you remember Ezra's mom, Irene, she was able to reflect her eye as a magic circle in the sky and spy down on everyone, on the ground. And it was a countryside. Well, the Scarlet Lady has a satellite that can do something similar. That's made of ether. That's some scary stuff. And well, that was the end of the chapter, guys. That was a great chapter. Just to say it off the least, I love that triple tag team fight that they had against that magical beast, and the fact that Homura was the one to take it down with her broken sword. I think that was the correct path. I have to say a lot when it comes to fighting and the artwork. If I'm not the artwork, because the artwork was always top notch for Hero, but when it comes to his storytelling, like Eden Zero has far surpassed Fairy Tail in that aspect. Artwork still great as Fairy Tail and everything else that Hiro Mashima works. His artwork was always top of the class. I'm loving that if the heroes can't win their fights one-on-one, they always tag team with somebody or train to get stronger and come back. So I'm liking how Hiro's doing this, and hopefully he continues this type of style, and hopefully we get to see what the power levels is, because power levels were mentioned like once or twice earlier in the chapters, and we haven't got no mention from them. So hopefully if he's going to add more power levels in the future, hopefully he adds them, or if he decides to retcon that and never bring up the power levels again, then I wouldn't really mind, because you know Eden Zero is fairly new. It's only been a year and like I think 2 months or 3 years old, so it's not that old compared to other series. But seeing that the Scarlet Lady, as the side chapter stated in its title, is called Reset, she resets your time even if you succeed in bringing it down to 0. That is highly dirty. That's like making an agreement with somebody like, hey, work for me for doing this, and I'll get you this, this, and this. And then after they do it for you, you be like, oh, you have to redo it again for whatever reason. It's like that's playing dirty and unfair. And on top of that, she wants to burn down the whole factory because supposedly Valkyrie has people there under her control and more followers. So Homura is going to step in to save the day and help out her teacher, which is going to lead Shiki, her friend, to also help, and Rebecca and Happy and Pino and all them. And I won't be surprised if Wise and all them back in Eden Zero will come crashing down and rain on their party and help out as well. But yeah, this was a great chapter. Again, I'm reading this chapter somewhere that's not in Jamini's box, which is where I usually read it at, and put the links down below in the description. So the link in the description is going to be there still, but it's going to be another version of this chapter. And instead of calling her the Scarlet Lady, they call her Karina, or Madam Karina. So that's kind of weird. I'm not sure if that's the right translation and the other one's wrong, or is the other one right and this one's wrong. I'm not really sure. Correct me if y'all know down below, but I will leave the link to this down below so y'all can read it yourself, because like I stated earlier, I was looking all day for this chapter yesterday and today, and I couldn't find it until now. So shouts out to Sammy SG, another YouTuber who reviewed Eden Zero. He was actually the one who gave me this link. So if you're not subscribed to him, I advise you to go, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed to him, cool, subscribe to me too. But that's all I have for you guys. Tell me what you like and didn't like about the chapter, and how you feel about it so far, and how do you like the tag team of this chapter, and how Hero's writing the story so far. But that's all I have for you. Peace and have a good one.